the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
You can't take away what God has brought for us. You can't take my life and say it's all over. The pain is in my heart. You killed us. Why you try to take my life? Why? This goes out to all the Biafran kids who were starved to death by the Nigerian government. By the Nigerian government for no reason. I say forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Nigeria must pay for this because we will not only remember the words of our enemy but also the silence of our friends. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra.
Biafra has no end. A people of courage, of strong heart and spirit, who will not be punished, who cannot be oppressed, who will continue to fight until they hold freedom in their hands. Long live Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. God bless our leader, Master Namkana. God bless our supreme leader, Master Uchimefer. God bless Biafra. God bless my country.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal. They sing when they work. They sing when they practice army marching. No guns, no shoes, but a song that goes something like, "Thank you, General Ojukwu, for giving us the medicine with which to fight our enemies."
Yes, we are still fighting the same war 53 years on. And we understand that this war was brought upon us. And then our fathers fought to defend their land. That what they went through in their time, that we may not go through the same. But here we are, starting all over again, even below the level they went to in life. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind it. But one day you will understand. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. Standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandi Ukukano, the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Omuahia. Omuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. The one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 60 years. Nobody have done that. By the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, he is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. He is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, we will go ahead to appreciate, acknowledge the Almighty Creator. For we do not lift up of our eyes to the hills nor the mountain, but from where cometh our help. Our help comes from Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who made the heavens and the earth. For indeed he will keep us from all evil, he who made our life. You can't be wrong and get right. Only Yahweh can save. No matter the spirit you may serve, only Chukwu can save. You can't be wrong and get right. Only Chukwu can save. No matter the spirit you may serve, only Chukwu can save. Some people say Chukwu is the light. Some people say Chukwu is the way. And some people say there is no Chukwu at all. Chukwu is the way. Chukwu is the light. Chukwu is the gate to Biafra. Chukwu is the gate of the world. Only Chukwu can save. Anyị na jage mau n'ihi na ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya anya daji o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dịka gị ebu Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o ise. And of course, as always, wonderful Biafran people across the globe. As our leader will always say, blessed IPOB members. I welcome you once again on this segment. Without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic, which is simply titled, Mobilizing the Right Mindset of the People Against the Nigerian State. Mobilizing the right mindset of the people against the Nigerian state. When we talk about the issue of mobilizing the mindset, the grammar look a bit complicated, but it's just trying to reprogram the mind of the people in order to be able to work against the Nigerian state. Why are we going to work against the Nigerian state? We already know. But there is need for us to mobilize the mindset of our people. Let me digress a little bit because my gospel will not be complete if I do not make reference to those issues. the Yoruba have mobilized the mindset of the Yoruba youth. They know what is in there for them in Nigeria. The Yoruba nation has successfully programmed the mind of the ordinary Yoruba man to know how to act in Nigeria. And so when the Yoruba have issue with the Fulani and Hausa, they respond to issue, Oga and servant. They know their own 10% must be protected. And so they are patient. When the Yoruba has issue with the Igbo man, like our leaders say, it doesn't matter what is in for them. The only thing that makes meaning from them is that this Igbo man must be under me. And so it's a right mindset for them. Very wonderful. It's working for them. That is a mindset they have mobilized their people in order to survive in one Nigeria. The Hausa Fulani, no matter how you interpret them, it is simple. The mindset they have mobilized is simple. They are born to rule. Are you not seeing them every day? Because I do. You see Hausa man that he don't even weigh up to 20 kg. He will look at you as big as you are. As you are, he will look at you and tell you respect yourself. He can't even speak English. He will insult you. And then the next thing your brother will say, look at. Are you not seeing it every day? From the length and breadth of Biafra land, are you not seeing it? And then sometimes when I sit, I will look at them. This Fulani or Hausa boy now, threatening this Igbo man or this Ijaw man, this Akwa Ibom man as huge as this. Waiting the warrior now in Juju, now the AK-47 when they carry, now brothers where they barracks, waiting the warrior. Most of them simple don't have any backup, but their mindset have been mobilized. They told them, you are in Yamere, you are in Yamere, you hold them too much, they pay you money. That is what we are doing. But what of our people? Who is mobilizing our mindset? Is it the people who are demoralizing us? And now let me remind us, it is the duty of every Biafran to make sure that you mobilize the right mindset in the Biafran people, Biafran children, so that they can be able to fight the Nigerian terrorist state. We all know that Nigeria is a rogue state. The only thing that succeeds in Nigeria is looting, stealing. We know. No matter how much Nigeria will back up, BBC is backing them, Britain is backing them, Yoruba are cleaning the record, Hausa Fulani are stealing and living large across the globe. We all know Nigeria is a rogue state. They don't even trust themselves. And so mobilizing the right mindset to fight Nigerian state as a Biafran should not be something we debate on. It is something every one of us need to get involved. We are all fully aware that Nigeria is a killing state. What I don't understand is they are heaping uncountable number of youth, which of course we all know that these people are mercenaries. They are terrorists in our land. And go and try and find out people's analysis regarding this issue. You will know that our people mindset has not been mobilized. It has not been harnessed. There is need for that. We all see videos online. Two small Fulani will bring cow into your farm. The farm that is in your compound, though. I'm begging you, carry your cow and leave. I'm begging you, carry your cow and leave. You are begging them. And they will be looking at you. You call them fool. They think you are the fool. We need to mobilize our mind. Let me tell you what happened one day. Maybe to drag you back home a little bit. I went out one day and I saw a woman who was quarreling with Hausa man. A very high, intense quarrel. Serious one. And the Hausa heard the woman and called her Ashawu. And the woman was like, you call me Ashawu? I will teach you what Ashawu is today. A Biafran woman. And he heard the Hausa man. The next thing was that she brought out a handcuff and handcuffed the Hausa man. First of all, for the woman to challenge the Hausa man, I knew that is a mobilized mindset. But when I saw the woman brought out her handcuff, I knew she was a police officer. I said, no wonder, no wonder, no wonder. Which Biafran civilian get morale to do this one? How many Biafran men get the morale to do this one? Only few. Because the mindset has not been mobilized. But to cut the long story short, immediately the woman brought out the handcuff. The Hausa guy discovered that this woman is a police. And so there may be issue. And the policewoman also know that taking this Hausa boy to the police station may not give him the justice he deserves. So while the boy was handcuffed to his wheelbarrow, the policewoman gave the boy dirty slap, proper mature slap. Just like as the case will always be, army start trooping in there, everybody start trooping in there. All of them are Hausa Fulani. And they asked the woman, what happened? The woman say, the guy, Hausa guy is calling her Ashawo. And he need that guy to prove that she is Ashawo. The Hausa people now ask the Hausa guy, what is happening? The Hausa guy refused to speak English. They now turn to Hausa. Kakun katan katan in eje kana makuo. The Hausa say katan kutum anu meje kamelu melu. The police woman who is a Biafra said, but you were speaking English now. He said, wallahi, he's speaking English, he knows speaking English. Hausa man Tom Mugu instanta. But the problem is, how you going to judge a matter with somebody who don't understand English? He will go to Hausa Sharia court. But to cut the long story short, they have a mobilized mindset already. Right from time. I just want you to understand what we mean. Let me give you another story. An Hausa man, they said, was discussing with an Igbo man. And the Igbo man, out of anger, said to the Hausa man, look at you, cow. Did you hear what I said? The Igbo man, for instance, look at the Hausa man. I said, look at you, cow. And the Hausa man look at the Igbo man and say, yes, I'm a cow, but you are a grass. And people started laughing. Both of them left. But I called the people there. I said, but this is a serious matter. To you called him animal, cow. He agrees, a cow. But they now look at you and say, you are a grass. Do you know what happened in the end? Cow eat grass. Are they not eating us today? They are. They are. This is mobilizing the right mindset. Hausa Fulani Yoruba man in the Nigerian state, they know what to tell you. We Biafrans, we don't even know what to say. Eh? We don't know what to say. If we don't use strong head, we don't even know what to say. I come out now, I support Niger Delta. They go call me for village. Why are you cursing Niger Delta? Don't you know it's our territorial integrity? If I come out now, I support Igbo man. Igbo man will not come in. Why are you supporting Igbo? Don't you know it's our Inimuleka and Ekiripusis? I come out now, who I go support? This is how they beat all of us around. Now they will say, why can't you support IPOB? Pull out from IPOB. Eh? Pull out from IPOB. You can't support IPOB, support Ohaneze Ndibo, but is IPOB fighting for Ohaneze Ndi Hausa or Ohaneze Ndi Yoruba? And so, do you think any Biafran child have a moral mobilized mindset? And anybody that is not doing this, you are not doing any good to the next generation of Biafra. We walk around the nook and cranny of Nigeria, focusing on Biafra as we speak. We know what is going on there. Anytime I go into the interior, I weep. If you go our village, most of the buildings there are mud houses. If you go to your village, most of the buildings there were built in 1956, mud houses. Only few buildings we have in the town. Who is going to mobilize us? Give us the go ahead. Who will mobilize us? What we have is demoralizing us. And you can't see it. You don't know the negative effect it have. One day you will call for a soldier of army. What you will see is soldier of Atoro. You will call for a soldier of lion. You will see Atoro all over everywhere. If we don't mobilize the mindset of our people, this will start happening. It will continue happening. And there is nothing anybody can do. I'm one man. You can only do the job of one man. Like I said, Nigeria is a rogue state. Nigeria is a criminal state, and they will not change. They are there stealing the resources in our land. They want us to fight over one against one another. That is their greatest mission. And as far as they do that, they keep us divided. As far as we keep fighting ourselves, then at the end of the day, we lose. We lose focus. We are distracted. And as far as we are distracted, they have more time to steal. The only Fulani Nigerian agenda is to steal money. Nothing else. But at the end, if we do nothing, we are simply designed to become idle. Mentally, we cannot fight. Or even when we manage to fight, we see ourselves fighting at the right time with the wrong weapon. Or fighting with the wrong weapon at the right time. Because we are not mentally, or we have not been mentally mobilized. I want to draw an example for you to understand what I'm saying this morning, so that this evening rather, so that every Biafran, wherever you are, mobilize your own mindset. Because this rain, it will fall. Our fathers didn't call for war, they brought the war against us. Neither are we here to call for war, but the war is on our doorstep already. Let's see how we can get what I mean. For instance, in the Christian religion, it is a very powerful organization or body. But their weakest point is that they spend most of their time fighting imaginary enemy, even when the Bible clearly reveals the nature of the enemy they fight. We are Christians. I don't doubt that. But just like the Christian, a very powerful organization, you talk about the highest organization or institution in the world, it belongs to the Christian, Catholic Church. You talk about the smallest country and one of the most powerful country in the world, it is the Christian, I think Catholic, Vatican City. You talk about the most advanced technology at the disposal of any organization or whatever in the world. You see, most of them are with the Catholics. In fact, the most advanced microscope or telescope on earth belongs to the Catholic Church, one of the Catholic dioceses in America. They call it the Lucifer. He can see even inside hellfire. The church, one of the greatest fierce warriors that have walked this earth. The church, the knights, or the crusaders. You want to talk about advancement, you want to talk about so many things. It's the church, but the church is weak. The church is very weak in itself. Only the cabal that run the church are powerful. Because they will never mobilize your mind. They want you to begin to come for prayer all the time. The same way it is happening in anywhere in the world, in any denomination, is the same way. This is how to know how our mind are as Biafrans. And then you think of what to do after now. Only the cabal that manage the church. Do you know no president in the world can challenge Pope? Do you know normally as a bishop you have the right to go to Aso Rock without asking for invitation letter? These are cabal. The Christian end up mobilizing the mindset of cabal, empowering the cabal, but their multitude followers are weak. When I allow Christians in Biafra now to express themselves, you will see what they will do to IPOB. Because 90% of them are under Yoruba. Yoruba man is the one blessing them. But you don't see anything wrong there. But it's okay. Go there. We have a coronavirus issue still on. Our leader gave out palliatives. But your Yoruba pastors, they have not given you now, including your Igbo pastors. Your Fulani pastors, all of them. No one gave you palliatives now. They brought ambulance, so when you die, they can carry you to the nearest dustbin and dump you there. But the point is that the people cannot see that they are weak. Your mindset was programmed so you cannot reason. So they constantly attack you with the scriptures that will make you very useless as a Christian. When you say this man of God do bad, they will say no. God said don't judge, leave the judgment. But you've not read your Bible, Ephesians chapter 12 verse 25, if I'm not mistaken. He said it is not your duty to judge those who say they are not Christian, but it's your duty to judge those who say they are Christian, because this is the only way you can remove the evil ones from among you. But most of us don't know the chapter because we are building quoting, don't touch my anointing, don't destroy my prophet. And then you remain where you are. They buy private jets, their children will travel the world on private jets under your Uguaja money. Your mindset is not strong. You can't confront them. The people who brought us Bible, Ephesians was where Paul built the first Bible school. Ephesians is in, which country is this one? Where it has taken over by Muslim now. Why did I forget the name of this country? Many countries, including Europe, are closing down the church to mosque or nightclub. Why is it happening there? Is it because the Lord has changed? No, because they deliberately make sure that the people do not have a mobilized mindset. And when they are done reaping the people, anytime the people will wake up, whenever there is attack, they pull out. In the coming year, it will be easier for Christians to become Muslim. But we know it's not easy for Muslims to become Christian. Because Christians do not mobilize the mind of their people. They want their people to remain mumu. A brother who called in the other segment, he said, please, I need you to direct me to a native doctor. But I know he may end up jamming a 419. But outside that, I understand that the beginning of his salvation starts from him. And that is why I refuse to be specific. I say, you start from yourself. And of course, the miracle has started for him already. But in the Christians believe that all of us has to become Mugu. Mugu, proper Mugu. The only place we are warrior is when we want to fight Satan. We keep fighting imaginary enemy. Turn to prayer warrior. We do less work and we do more prayer. That is why the Muslims in Nigeria will come and put petrol inside a Coke bottle and then burn all of you down inside the church. Because you have been taught that when they slap you, give them the other ear. Pray to God. Hallelujah. 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 No, let's continue. All these men of God, their time is winding up. But where God catch them is that they don't have children that will take over from them. All of them go and follow up their children. They are drinking kaikai, burukutu, ugoguru, pami. They know nothing about their business and their father entrepreneur or enterprise. They know nothing about it. But at the end of the day, they keep oppressing the Christian. No Christian organization or body will come out. They carry can head. They killed him in Nigeria. Nobody said anything. The Lord give and the Lord take. Then the CPM, they have killed their leader again in one of the states in Nigeria. What happened? The Lord give and the Lord take. They will come for more. The Lord give and the Lord take. Your mindset have not been mobilized. It will continue. In the same way, it is applicable to those who found themselves trapped in the zoo called Nigeria. We are busy fighting an imaginary enemy. When we fail to point out to the next generation what the problem really is, the same thing is happening to all of us. We are busy fighting an imaginary enemy. We are fighting Satan. Where is Satan? Where is Satan? I went to Zoo Ministry in those days in Lagos. Zoo Ministry by one wonderful, powerful man of God, set up by the Nigerian state. That was when I know if you go there, you come back with your flesh fully satisfied, but yet you have done nothing. We used to fight the devil. We sing this kind of song. Jin, 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 fire the devil, fire the devil, fire the devil. Jin, 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 fire the devil. We are Christians, soldier. Sometimes we carry cane and cutlass, cut the war floor well, fight everywhere, imaginary enemy. Today we are still here doing the same thing. Trap in Nigeria. The Bible come and Nigeria is unacceptable, Nigeria is evil, and Nigeria have to be negotiated. We are fighting for division of Nigeria. Do the pull for the movement of the divine. It's a lie. This is Jim. Fire Nigeria. But we all know it's a lie. Arewa youth call for division of Nigeria. We are tired of Igbo insolence. Let everybody go their way. It's a lie. It's a lie. Then you come to Biafra. We don't even understand. Why are we calling for Biafra? Let us develop Nigeria. It's okay with us in Nigeria. And listen to one boy. He was talking to our leader. And he was saying things. I was listening. Towards the end of what he was saying, he now said, let us come and let's build one Nigeria. Let's repair one Nigeria. The Kano should just come, pick one political candidate. And then when he pick the political candidate, we now push it. We push it and get political relevant. Thunder fire all of you. Because they don't have mobilized mindset. If they have mobilized mindset, they should know this is the same thing they did to Juku. It is the Nkanye Bunkanye which is Abga. It has enthroned more Fulani men in Biafra land than you can imagine. Don't you people know the truth? But your mindset is not mobilized. You won't understand. As the people say, it's true. It's true. Let's try PDP. Let's try APC. Can you truly tell me as a Nigerian that there is a difference between APC and PDP? Can you come out now and say, yes, there is difference between PDP and APC? Who is deceiving who here? After more than 18, 16 years of looting, unaccounted looting, unimaginable looting, everybody in PDP, because they don't want to bear account, they don't want to redeem account, they all become APC. APC is still going on. 5 years on Damageria looting. They are planning to form another political party. Or then they will now tell you PDP is the savior now. The same people will run there. How long are they going to fool us? But all these things continue because our mindset has not been mobilized. And if your mindset is not mobilized, you spend your time fighting imaginary enemy. Who are we fighting now today? We are in a war front you don't know already. Who are we fighting now? Because we have to be fighting somebody. Paul, in his teaching to the Ephesians, he exposed the nature of the enemy which they are fighting. In the same way, the Bible, for instance, exposed the activities of this enemy. When Paul was in Ephesus, he turned to the Christians from Thessalonican, all the places he went on his missionary journey. He said to them, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. But he was actually telling them that Inasmuch as we are wrestling against flesh and blood, I want you to pay attention to the way they manifest, which is 1, principality, 2, powers, 3, wicked spirits. Inasmuch as I don't want you to focus on Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, inside one Nigeria. Or rather, inasmuch as I don't want you to focus on one Nigeria, I want you to know that inside that problem called one Nigeria, you have Hausa, you have Fulani, you have Yoruba, you have Sabotua. They are the people we are fighting now. And now when you look at the analysis of Apostle Paul to those Ephesians, when he talks about principality, who are principality? Who are the principality? Who are the powers? Who are the wicked spirits in the heavenly places? You will see that the powers and the principality are within the realm of human, within the physical realm, within the realm of politicians, within the realm of power brokers. That is who they are. Paul was a lawyer, very educated man of his time. In terms of religion or otherwise, he was equal to the task. He knew the principalities of the days he fought. He knew the power of Rome he fought. And he made the Christians to understand. This is the nature. This is how they function. Today, Biafrans, who are we fighting? Who are we fighting? Oh, it's Nigeria. Who is Nigeria? So in those days in school, they say two cannot fight. For them to be tangled, it has to be two. It takes two to be to tangle. And if we do not point who we are fighting out, we just be like Christian. The Bible says, how can you say you are hungry? A brethren come to meet you and say, I'm hungry. And then you go back, you get to the brother, and you say to the brother, hey, be filled, receive food in your belly. Hunger, I bind the spirit of hunger. And you have food. The Bible says no. Give the food to the person and forget the prayer. Let the person begin to do the prayer. When our leader came out, one of the miracles he did to mobilize our mind is that he spoke. After speaking, he gave us the mic. And now all of us are speaking. Giving us the mic is not that you are broadcasting from IPOB or not. What we are seeing today, it has not been done before. It really doesn't matter who you are or what your opinion is. Today we can fight on the social media war front. It's because he gave us the mic. And that is mobilizing mindset. He can sit down 3 years and choose not to speak. People will continue speaking. In or outside IPOB, people are talking and people will continue to talk. And Nigerians can never recover from it. Let them introduce hate speech. That is because we understand that if we don't say it, people will say it for us. We can see what BBC and the rest are doing. Trying to promote Fulani herdsmen taking over our land, among others. So, but mobilizing the right mindset is helping them to understand the nature of the war they are involving. Some people don't know. Some people don't know. When I joined IPOB, there are things I knew. Number one, I can die. But I know I will not die. Forget about it. All your plan, it will not work. You can't kill me. The person that will kill me is dead already. Before you even talk about it, you will kill yourself. You just can't boom. But I knew. I actually mobilized the right mindset for me. Like our leader will say, I know I will be abandoned. I know I will be betrayed. He mobilized his own mindset. There was one day I was with my wife, and I called her. I said, see, I can be on this bed with you this night, and tomorrow morning I'm gone. If you wait for 2 months, 3 months, you did not see me, wait for 7 months. If you wait for 7 months, 8 months, you did not see me, no, you will see me 2 years' time. If after 2 years, 3 years, you did not see me, no, you may not see me again. But whatever the case may be, you must continue. He said, no, you can't say those things, honey. No, you can't. I have to say it. I have to. I have to. The best thing you can do for yourself is begin to prepare for that day. There are a lot of things that have been ordained in heaven already. Chukwu Kikabiama have decided our hour of freedom. We just finished prayer. There is madness everywhere. You think it's ordinary? Those who understand spiritual realm know this is what is supposed to happen. Maybe some people think, oh, when I come on air and I say, oh, you say you are idiot, you say you are a cow, you say you are, we don't pass that stage. We don't pass that stage. Now today, she did for back. It doesn't make sense. Is there anything we want to say we have not said before? Is there anything George Onyibe is saying that our leader have not said? And that is why I won't even talk about it. If as mature you are, as a qualified Biafran as you are, as a supervised warlord, anything you think you are, the only thing to do is to come and behave like small children. Don't worry. We have seen your type. But these are supposed to be leaders, so 2014, we are quarreling. Oh, I'm Biafra. I'm not Biafra. I'm a Joe. I'm not a Joe. I'm Igbo. I'm not Igbo. Igbo is Biafra. This is, we have been singing it since 2014. But of course, your mindset is not yet mobilized. From the beginning of the Bible to the end, God settled this issue and exposed its activity. The same way Nigeria and our handler are exposed. Only if we can closely examine them. I cannot do without the Bible or Christianity. In as much as I struggle not to project religion or the rest of it. But of course, this is what you are closer to. And I can only pray that through them, God will give you inspiration to know the truth. The enemy of the world is Satan. God knew how Satan would function. And so from the very first chapter of the Bible down to the last page of the Bible, God did not cover Satan. God did not romance Satan. God positioned Satan where Satan belongs. That is mobilizing the right mindset. And if Christians will understand and work with those principles, you'll be a successful Christian. Only successful Christians know this principle. And only they succeed. Let's learn from 3 of them tonight. And then as you go about as a Biafran, you move with the right mindset. You move with the right idea. You move with the right vision. You move with the right target. And so when the winds of doctrine begin to blow you as a Christian, as a Biafran, you will stand your ground. We see people, we preach Biafra in different way. We preach Biafra in different way. But it doesn't move us. What moves us is give us a result. What moves us is make Nigeria and have nightmare. As I'm talking to you now, I have more than 6 Facebook open before me. All of them I'm not seeing the video. Some of them I'm seeing the video. Some I am having 4 followers. Some is 2 followers. That is because we know they will happen. Like I said in the earlier segment, our leader broadcast, it was about 14K. And all of a sudden, they drop it to 14. They drop it to 14. Now, we understand, if you have the right mobilized mind, you will understand what they are doing. And it will not bother you. It will not bother you. And if you understand how Satan operates, you will see that with the right mindset, what they are doing, it cannot disturb you. And so there are 3 principles there that will enable you activate the right mindset. Number 1, from the Garden of Eden, God exposed the Bible. The Satan. from the Garden of Eden, immediately God created man. The first thing was Satan. The same way, the moment our leader and his friends or his brothers or his colleague, as the case may be, the moment they started IPOB, Satan appeared that very day. But most of you don't take it to heart. The same way you don't know the day you become born again. That is the day Satan become your enemy. If you are not aware, they will rubbish you. That is why I could always go back to my ancestors. One of them is still alive. One of the elders is my elder because he's older than me. He sang his song. He said, Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwiri o. Oge meme buoge umuchuku jangwiri o. Imanekwe so abatago oba aghara abata. The moment you start up something meaningful, enemy must come. And so if you are not expecting, then you don't have the right mindset. Imagine God just create two humble people, sinless people, put them inside the Garden of Eden. The first person that came was Satan. And when Satan came, what did God turn them to? God turned them to lovers. Oh, Adam and Eve, you and the serpent, you will be romancing, you will not fight each other. Let's not let anybody deceive us. I want you to learn it and mobilize the right mindset. There are things you want to make right. You cannot make them right. You will only spoil more. God created two sinless individuals, according to the Bible, and leave them in the Garden of Eden. The next person that came was Onyo Obagara. Satan came. Enemy came. And they gossip as they gossip. They yap as they yap. Problem came. And God came. God now said, well, we're going to love you. You're going to love yourself. Adam and Eve, please protect the serpent. Serpent, please don't deceive them again. No. No. The God of forgiveness say, Satan, because you have done this, I will set enmity against your children and her children. Your children will bite the heels of his own children, and his own children will bruise your head. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Today we are here waiting for somebody to love us. Begin to wait. We are not in a hurry. The enemies are there already. No matter what you do, they can never love you. No matter what you do, they can never support you. No matter what you do, they will not do anything in your favor. Instead, they will poison you secretly, because that is their nature. So each time we come fighting for Biafra, I want you to go back and look at those who don't want Biafra to come. Don't spare them. Don't spare them. All the people who want Israel to be blotted out from the face of the planet Earth, you think they are smiling with Israel? You think Israel is romancing with any of them? Of course, they won't look for your trouble, but you look for their trouble, they give you double. Because Israel understand there can never be peace between Israel and Palestinians or Philistines. Whether you call it Philistines, whether you call it Palestinians, they are the same people. There will be no problem, peace there. So Israel understand this truth. They made sure every Israel child born. That time you are in Nigeria and doing horrible shoot copper. Israel children, once they finish primary 6, they go for army training. That is mobilizing the right mindset. You be idiot to go and fight Israel. Do you know God more than them? Teaching us to be lazy and to run for Fulani headsmen and Yoruba when they come. Is that how you are mobilizing our mindset? We will try to compare ourselves with Israel. Do you know the things that Israel do that may not be acceptable in your sight because you are a very holy man? Very righteous man. Once you finish primary school in Israel, you go for army training. Enemies surround you, they break a goosey. They look for who won't hail you, who won't love you. The right mindset for Biafrans to survive now is that you do anyhow, you see anyhow. Because let me give you a prophecy. They will upset the balance. No, we will upset the balance. And then they will initiate the state of anarchy. And then Nigeria will burn. Biafra land will burn. Oduduwa land will burn. Arewa land will burn. And from her arches, a new breed of Yoruba that will not sabotage will come up. A new breed of Hausa Fulani that is not born to rule will emerge. A new Biafra that will not breed saboteur will emerge. And then the people can live happily thereafter. God understands that. He didn't make peace with his serpent and Adam and Eve. Know the kind of peace you make. Our leader said something. He said, if there is no trouble, we look for trouble. Please, if I'm looking for your trouble, don't hide it. Respond. It will help me discover other gift that is lying inside me I have not seen yet. Our sister said, oh, if war come, they will kill all the Igbo. Hey, they will kill all the Igbo. Look at me, I'm shivering. Ooh, Igbo. Idiots everywhere. You have conquered us already even before the war come. Let us go with the right mindset. Number 2. In the book of Job, God clearly revealed to us also. The Bible says when the sons of God gather, Satan also came in there. And so wherever you gather, know that Satan is there. Our leader in his last broadcast said something. They will come and tell us, oh, let us unite. Oh, let us unite. Don't you know they can be paid to come and unite? Okere, there is a bird they call Okere. He said even though he's looking for death, he's not looking for catapult to death too. Okere. When the bird will fly and jump somewhere, you'll be making noise. My ancestors say what he's saying there is, I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. If you carry catapult up to give the Okere death, the Okere will run. They will now ask the Okere, why are you running? He said, no, I don't want catapult death. I don't want catapult death. As I want die, it is I want to die like idiot or fool or anyhow person. You think I want to die without responding back? Understand. The moment you gather, the enemy is there. And if you know the enemy is there, what do? You now become idiot. You now open the door for them. Because you don't have the right mindset. I always tell people, in this journey of IPOB, all of us are suspects. Everybody is a suspect. And until we get to our destination, everybody is a success. Today now people are jumping up and down, coming to swear with Quran and Holy Bible. Come to Abinokpabe. Then when you are talking, we are looking to you. We went to Abinokpabe now. We were there. Not one, not two. Many times we went to Abinokpabe. Come there, when we finish swearing, we know who is talking. But we now get to a stage, we say, no, this one will not go to Abinokpabe. He's a holy man. This one should go. He's not a holy man. I hope you are aware. I hope you are aware. Because if you see the children of Satan that manifest like the children of God. Look at the book of Job. Go and study it very well. When God gathered, all the angels gathered, sons of God gathered. Satan was in their midst. The children of God did not know Satan was there. Go and study that Bible very well. All of them were sitting as if all of them are children of God. And finally, it was God that looked into the crowd and said, Satan, why are you here? And that was when others knew Satan was there. And Satan said, I've been going to and fro, looking for who to accuse. The enemy are inside IPOB. They are outside IPOB. They are everywhere. Enemy of Biafra. They are accuser of the brethren. Their only job is looking for who to accuse. Go to Arochukwu now, they will not go. Go to Abinokpabe, they will not go. They will carry handout and be swearing. I swear by the swearing. I swear and I swear. I don't want to go there because all of you will hate yourself. But if we fail to mobilize the right mindset, they are there already. You can't stop them. They will always be there. Once there is gathering of 12, one must be Judas. There is nothing you can do. We have to know them. We have to know them. My father said to me, harden yourself against subordinate. Harden yourself. They rubbish you. They rubbish you. You don't give them a chance. Let me use my dialect. You want to eat with the devil, you carry a long spoon. I'm eating with the devil and you are recognizing me. No, you share a short spoon. Come and kill me yourself now. You don't even know one simple protest we sing this zoo. Don't you know one single protest we sing this zoo? Let's give them the blood sacrifice once and for all. The zoo will fall. Somebody say nothing will happen. Let's give them image that they will never be proud to project like they did to generation of 1967. So no matter what you do, you cannot make the nose of the dog to be white. You can't. Yoruba can never love Igbo man. Awusa Fulani can never love Igbo man. Of course, it depends on the type of Igbo that you are. Ijo Igbo, Akwa Ibom Igbo, Enugu Igbo, Awusa Igbo, Abo Igbo, Urobo Igbo, Idoma Igbo, Igala Igbo, Ishekiri Igbo. Every Igbo that you are, anyone you are, Niger Delta Igbo, Delta Niger Igbo, all of you are Igbo. We have passed that stage now. They cannot love you. The hatred, they cannot explain it. It is planted in their umbilical, buried in the very wall of their matana. They cannot help it, even when they don't want to. They cannot help it. They will poison you the slightest opportunity they have. Don't you get it? And then we look at Acts of the Apostles. I want you to understand how to mobilize your mind and prepare for them, because they will come in this three form. In Acts of the Apostle, they traveled around. Paul were moving from Turkey to this place to that place. But they knew something about the enemy. They mobilized their mindset. Some people came to Jesus and said, Master, we saw people preaching in your name and they were doing miracle. Should we stop them? Jesus said, no, don't stop them. As far as they are not against us, then they are with us. And then you look at Apostle Paul. They were sons of Scevas. They were the stories of Bar Jesus. They were stories of many people doing miracle in the time of Apostle Paul. In fact, when you look at the Acts of the Apostle chapter 19, when it talks about Paul meeting Apollos in Ephesus, the same Ephesus, in Corinth to be precise, people will think that Apollo is a good man of God. Apollo was just an admirer of Jesus Christ, who learned the preaching of the gospel from Jesus. And when Jesus died, Apollo went everywhere preaching, but he didn't know the Holy Ghost. And there were many people preaching who did not know anything about the Holy Ghost. Paul knew they would be there. Paul took time to follow them up. And finally, when Paul and Apollo meet, Paul knew that Apollo was doing a good job. But Paul also investigated Apollo very well, and Apollo's hypocrisy was exposed. Because Paul asked him, did you receive the Holy Spirit when you believe? He said, no. I don't even know what is a Holy Spirit. Today I ask some of you, have you taken IPOB oath? No, I have not taken. It doesn't really matter. You are idiot. And you want me to come and stay the same place with you? No, you want me to be doing the same thing. I will, if you like, be IPOB member. If you don't go to Arochukwu, if this war set, you see me run, I will kill you, thunder fire you. Except you are not a principal officer. The order when I went to Arochukwu is every principal officer in Biafra. I'm telling you now, you think it's a joke. That time, get ready. You develop the right mindset. Will there be idiot? If all these idiots went to Abenokpabi, would they be doing that? All those people gossiping Judge Onyibe and the rest nonsense. If they have been to Aruchuku, Abenokpabi, the original one, the original Juju, you think they will be doing that nonsense? And you are demoralizing some people. You are moralizing some people. I don't know. It's a problem. You don't know? When they investigated them, their hypocrisy was exposed. And Paul says, see, you preach the gospel very well. Go and join IPOB. The only miracle here is IPOB. Nothing more, nothing less. The only miracle so far in Biafra agitation is IPOB. IPOB is your mark. IPOB is your shame. IPOB is your disgrace. IPOB is the destiny of Nigeria. IPOB is the doom of Nigeria. I am here today. It's a privilege. I can be kicked out tomorrow. Believe me, I will be there. I'm not the type of people they say, hey, you kick him out. No. I don't have problem with anybody. You kick me out, I move ahead from where I stop. But don't come after me. Don't challenge me. I will fight you to the end. Plan it secretly, openly, or anyhow. I'm waiting for you. But I will still tell you, even at the worst stage of my life, IPOB still remain the miracle. How do we sustain this miracle? Is it about our leader? Is it about our leader? Is it about his deputy? How do you sustain this miracle? You sustain IPOB. Nigeria is panicking today now is because of IPOB. A people without a gun, yet they prescribe them. You think it's ordinary eyes? They are everywhere. They are changing. More people will come. But I don't expect you to understand everything I've been saying since morning. Only those with spiritual mind will understand it. Paul asked, oh, you are a Christian, you are preaching Jesus. Have you been baptized? No, they have not been baptized. How can you tell me you are a Christian? You are taking Holy Communion and you have not been baptized. But IPOB have what it takes now to make the world pay attention. But will you people allow him? Will you people allow him? Will you people allow Mazen Nandekano to finish his job? As I'm talking now, some people are gossiping. Onyibe is arrogant. Onyibe is this one. Let's remove Onyibe. Thunder will fire all of you. Will you allow him to do his job? Did Chukwu Kikabiama call you and our leader? We know your type. There are some people now who are there saying, hey, this Mazen Nandekano, we want to be general overseer. He's saying he's supreme leader. How can he be supreme leader? He cannot supreme us. Did God call you and him? Start your own now. If I'm angry with you, it's because if you come and you start your own. I don't even know there is a Lower Niger Delta. I don't even know there is a Radio Biafra International. I don't even know all of them. There are so many. I don't even know them. I don't even talk about them. But I know some of them, I am their topic. They preach me almost 2 years. Every day, Judge Onyibe this, Judge Onyibe that, Judge. But that is their anointing. That is their, let them go ahead. Nobody will disturb you. It's almost 2-3 years now. Nobody have mentioned this name I'm mentioning here. Do your own, bring it. As we are now, we now see on the TV, oh, we have divided Nigeria. A Chetaran group of company has given us Biafra. We're all happy. It's our land. If you are in, you are in. If you are not in, you are not in. Of course, I'm still in Biafra land. But believe me, it would have been better I'm not in Biafra land. The life I'm living to remain in Biafra land. And so what am I trying to say in effect? I need freedom. I need to be comfortable in Nigeria. I want to go to the bank and nobody being afraid of anybody looking after my life. I need to go to the market without watching over my shoulder. I need to go to my family house and relax, talk to my friends as usual I used to do before. I used to be in my church where I can look at my church members in the face. Even though they are older than me, some of them will be calling me Papa. I want to go to my company, my business, and give order as a commander, captain of the industry. But those life, I may not have it back again. But then it really doesn't matter. Somebody got to pay the price. People gave their life. And so if Biafra comes today, you give us Biafra, it is still the same thing. And so when you have the wrong mindset, you will be helping enemy to kill your people. If I want to mention name now, I mention 3 people who are having issue. Go and look at them. You will see who is fueling the problem they are having. Our people, let us mobilize our mindset. Let's all equip ourselves with these 3 main points. Number 1 is that understand that anything you are doing, the enemy will be there. Anything you are doing, the enemy will be there. Anything. It is our honorable IPOB. Most of you don't know there is a unit in Abia State. Yoruba woman is the Yoruba woman. In fact, Yoruba man is the coordinator. The Yoruba Igbo woman, Ndoki woman, started the unit and is married to Yoruba man. They are living in Aba. And the husband become coordinator. Yoruba man is coordinating us inside IPOB. And I told them, I say, how can it be? They say he's married to our sister. Thunder fire all of her. I don't know if they have shut that unit down, but I keep pointing it to them. Yoruba cannot be a coordinator in IPOB. Most of you don't know. Now you know. That is how stupid some of our people can be. A Yoruba man, a coordinator in IPOB, in Abia State. Oh, we are formidable, we are terrible. They will always be there. Once there are 12 disciples, Judas must be there. Number 2, you have to equip your mind and prepare your mind for is that you cannot identify them all the time. You cannot. They will always be there. You don't think you will know all of them. That is why you have to be meticulous. You have to be very careful. You will not know them until they show their real color. Well, let us unite, let us arubakante, let us. There are some unity that are not meant to be. The Bible clearly stated that there is no relationship between the church and the mosque. But men and women are working very hard to make sure they create established relationship and the church. And when they kiss themselves, imam and priest kiss themselves, they say unity in the body of Christ. Who is deceiving who here? The Bible made it clear that there is no relationship between the light and the darkness. But today, the new modern generational church is trying to unite the day and the night. We shall see how it ends. And the last thing you need to understand is that they are everywhere. And that is the Igbo language that says, Ndiro banyi buruburu. They are everywhere. Don't let anybody deceive you. Equip yourself with this mindset. Number 1, that the enemy is there because you are there. Number 2, that you cannot always recognize them. Everybody is a suspect, so you have to be very careful. Number 3, that some of them are more assiduous than you, working very hard, very formidable than you. But there is a place they give account. When DSS arrested me, one of the things they did was the Fulani man brought me and they was saying, this thing you are doing now, there is a way we can do it. What is there is, I have so many of your people, we help them. All we want is they be telling us what is happening. We can buy you keke na pepe, we can buy you motorcycle, and then we just go to work. When we need information, you just give nothing. No, we are not asking for too much. I said, go and park my motor. My Mitsubishi Sigma day for my office. He said, do you mean the man has a car? I said, yes. They didn't even register my car. Many days later, I told I don't know what they call themselves. I said, my car is not in the record though. And the man was shocked. And the man took me out and said, where is your car? And I showed him my car. He's still with the DSS. And so as they catch me now, I be keke na pepe rider. Then I be motorcycle rider. Then buy me keke na pepe rider. Keke na pepe. Then I become big boy. Come the mumu myself. No. I refer to him. And I say, yes, but like what we said. And I say, but you are talking to a pastor. So let him fool an man tell me that, oh, as a pastor, you gonna do it. God says so. I say, young man, I think you are not ready to discuss. I will talk to you later. Please take this man back. You get within, they won't do again. They are everywhere. Brothers, whatever you choose to do, understand one undeniable truth. This sun called Biafra will surely rise again.
I learned from long ago what matters most in life, and now I think I know why one will fight to death when people rise against the helpless just for greed. They'll hope it lasts for long, but just in dawn of time, the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Some people might believe that one can fight with this. When fighting gets tough, then freedom will not come. In case you want to know what freedom fighting is, then I guess you'll have to go and search for freedom, man. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The dreams of yesterday will live on in our minds. In this our quest we know that men will rise and fall. When they try once and fail, they'll retreat and succumb. A voice from shadows say, son, heed this wake-up call. Strive hard to stand defeat. Rise and stand to your feet. Cause the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Yes, the sun has risen, so the dark will have to go. The stars that glitter glow, we shine for then you know. Yeah.
Yes, of course, the sun will surely rise again. Make no mistake about that. Men and women will come, they will fall, but we are still here. The message is simple tonight. Make sure you are mobilized with the right mindset. You never know when one lunatic is going to come into one of our community and they are going to burn it down. Somebody should be there to respond to them. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. That is our WhatsApp line, and the direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number, and the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? Go ahead, please.
To get your call today. I am calling from Ogidi. I am Matthew Elem. I'm from Africa, Ebonyi State. Your topic this evening. But before I go on, let me thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the wounded lion of Biafra. Then I come back to the deputy, Mazi Chemefo, the gentle lion of Biafra. Then coming to you, Mazi Onyibe, the aggressive lion of Biafra. I thank all of you and all the principal officers of IPOB. Your topic this evening is a marvelous one. It's only any person that gets ear that will hear and understand. I haven't got much to talk. I'm only trying to say a very big thank you to whatever you people are doing. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you and God bless you. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, Onyibe, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
All right. Afambo Joseph DLA. Abumoni Ifitogwar. I'm from Ifitogwar. I'm from Ayamerun local government. Ayamerun unit, Ifitogwar. As I say, let me thank you for what you have been doing for us, and thank my heavenly leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for everything he has been doing for us. Mazi Onyibe, everybody. I'm thanking God for the journey we are into. Say thank you so much for everything. Thank God for how everything is going. But Mazi, there is something I want to tell you people. My people is not rising at all. I'm not hearing their voice. I am Melom unit. I'm one of the little ones, the only little ones that is fighting from Ayamerun local government. It is because of I don't have a sponsor from there. Then I left. I live Ayamelomamina Ruku now. Going to I'm a student of a secondary school, but nobody, I'm not hearing my people at all from anywhere. I have people in America, anywhere in the whole world, my people is there. But none of them is there. None of them is ready to call in this radio and said, we are here. Our people should rise. I remember that how my leader around to kill my leader. Oh God. Mazi Onyibe. It was very tough in that month, but I thank God that he's still alive. I say that God Almighty should protect and guide everyone, everybody in the IPOB that have not taken an oath. Please, that person should go ahead and do it very fast, because the land is so hot now. The land is so hot. I remember how he's going there in a place. Every day in that Ayamelom local government, the Fulani has slaughter people. Seriously, they slaughter people. But nobody is there to speak for us. Nobody. The next thing, the woman leader of my place, I know I'm always with her. She will just travel to Taraba State to go and buy her market and come back. That is what she's always compensating in their market.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you. And the people of Ayamerun, you people have heard already, and I can only ask you to make sure you are in contact with your people back here in Biafra land. Because when these things set, you no go see who you go tell to call your home. Nigeria must understand. Even the satellite they have access to in the space will fall. MTN, Glo, we know what all of them are doing. They will fall. That water they have been giving to us to drink, they will test of it. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. I really don't know what is wrong with this line, this female line. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good
Hello,
evening from here.
Good evening, Onyibe. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from MOBILISING. I'm also in Abombi local government in Biafra land. I'm immensely grateful from what you have been saying, and I think everybody that have here in all Biafra land, they should hear that the time is no more with us. These land human are doing everything humanly possible to take over our land. But the unfortunate thing is that some of the so-called Biafrans are not paying attention to what have been preaching. If so, they're supposed to be as pure as white as the snow, and they do what's supposed to be taken to make this fight so that we'll be able to win this fight. We are supposed to win this fight. What happened in 1966 is not supposed to happen again. We're supposed to take up the whole armor of God. We're supposed to be equal to the task. We're supposed to wake up from our slumber. Most of us are sleeping. Most of the people that we are entrusting this leadership, more especially in Biafra, they are all betrayers. For example, in my own unity in Nigeria, one of our people come for my wife because I'm not around. Somebody who take oath. When I was not around, he came into my house and said he wanted to have sex with my wife. How can such a person be presented as an IPOB member? And I refer case to some higher concern. They don't want to take action about him. So what I'm calling those that are really.
What state is that?
That's one boy get calculated because all of us
don't worry. Which state is that?
Imo State.
Imo State. Please send me text message, the boy's address. Let's keep him for record purposes. When he's found guilty, let's put the record. You are not the first person encountering this thing. And those idiots who refused to go to, he didn't go to Aruchuku, I'm sure of that. He did not go.
I don't even know if I'm taking oath. This kind of thing don't supposed to be had in that family. We are supposed to be one family.
Those are Yoruba and Hausa blood. No true Igbo man behave like that. No true Igbo man misbehave. That is when they are talking to me and just scanning their blood. Nonsense.
Unfortunate. And I want to say that I am a soldier. Let me tell you, I'm a soldier. I know what is going on. We're supposed to wake up. These people are having a deep plan against us. We don't supposed to be sleeping at this time, honestly speaking.
Our people don't understand.
My experience,
we know, my brother.
In fact, it's disheartening.
I'm happy you are in the military. I am on ground. We know what is happening. When you tell people don't understand. But we will see how it will end.
I pray that you continue as fast as possible. So that
of course, our God is faithful. We are not going anywhere. They will kill us, we know. But at the end of the day, we will kill them. That's the prophecy. Our people must open their eye, mobilize the right mindset. Can you still hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Good evening from here.
Hello, Onyibe. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening. Onyibe. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I am a native of Ishiago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you, Onyibe.
You're welcome.
I greet our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I greet all IPOB leaders all over the whole world. I'm very happy to talk to this platform today. Yes. I want to talk about saboteurs according to the last broadcast of our leader. Very important. All of you who claim to be a saboteur to pull down our leader. I thank God that our leader opened their nyash one by one according to the last broadcast which Asari Dokobo was involved, which Enyi, which Tony Nadi was also involved, and was them. This group of idiots who have decided to sell their people because of money. I'm surprised. All of you, with more of you who are coming behind, the shame will be your portion. Anytime you close your eyes for death, the hellfire is waiting for all of you. Tony Nade, each time this animal is running from one station of radio Nigeria in Iguacha, Port Harcourt, making all sorts of noise with JAJ, with all of their group. Isaiah George of Kingdom of Calabari Kingdom, Obina Okwando, all of you who are deceiving our people for Fulani to have chance to destroy our people. Look at how Fulani man can speak, claiming that Nigeria is their property, that they have come to take it, that they are ready. No human being can challenge them in Nigeria. No human being, except our leader. When you look at Nigeria and things that happen in Nigeria, you see that Nigeria is going nowhere. Nigeria is going to be worse than what we are seeing now. This is just the beginning. So what am I saying? I congratulate our leader for opening the nyash of all of them. Look at Asari Dakobo. You are collecting money from Fulanis and collecting for IPOB. And you have the chance to mess yourself up. How shameful some of you are because of money. Making noise of Niger. What is Niger Delta to start with? What is Niger Delta? You are deceiving your group. You are using to draw people into backward. You are talking of Niger Delta. You collect money from left. You collect money from right. Instead for you to put your own money to see that your people come out of slavery. You are trying to collect from IPOB. You collect from this side. You go out, you say whatever you want to say. Tony Nade, you who was wicked them, I will suggest our leader. Now their name has been announced. These people are supposed to make their name and their picture known in a platform that these are the first group of saboteurs. That this group of people want to be a slave. That everybody, the whole IPOB all over the whole world, we see this group of people as a saboteur. They want their people to be a slave because of money. So that their name and their picture will show over the whole world that they are enemy of freedom. So that everybody will know them. This is my humble suggestion Thank you very much, Onyibe.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much for your effort. Every time, both night and morning time, you make chance to come out and speak to your people.
It is a privilege.
Is your strength.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our people must understand. There are truths people need to embrace and embrace them. It is not broadcasting on Radio Biafra. It is not broadcasting anywhere. If you are not choosing, you are not choosing. The best you can do is to make sure that in the end, when your actions are defined, when your actions are revealed, it will define your character. Onye Chukwu goziri agozi, eze kobo, imelu mala nwanne ni neme na nkete. You are not IPOB leader, and you cannot be IPOB leader. Why killing yourself? You are a Biafran. You are not an IPOB. I can only advise you. Look for one and join. All this grammar will go settle amo. Now who never see problem? Now they use better English, they pray. Opolo, I know me say you too tier eye you. Say person carry opolo, I you know me say you too open eye you. Nikome yakunyera jabofia. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Good evening from here too, my brother Mazi Onyibe. My name is Elanya Uche. I'm calling from the great state of New Jersey, USA. I hail from Abreba. Abreba is in the Ahafia local government area of Omaya province in Biafra land. Mazi Onyibe. Let me thank everybody first. Let me thank our great leader, Mazi Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu and his deputy Mazi Uche Mefo and all members of DOS leading this great organization called Biafra, the only organization that will restore our great nation Biafra. Let me share some information real quickly. Those of us from Old Umaya province, those of us which contains an area also called Old Bende, we are working together, galvanizing to make sure that area, that our people are mobilized. Like Mazi Onyibe is saying, that our people are motivated and mobilized. And we have several projects on hand. We need, wherever you are in this world, wherever you are on this planet Earth globe, to join us in this effort. You can call my brother, Mazi Paul Okoronkwo, at +44 753 641 5024. Mazi Paul Okoronkwo is out of IPOB London. So if that time zone is better for you, you can reach him. Or you can call me, Elanya Uche, here in the United States at +1 732 912 6087. Let us mobilize ourselves. Let us mobilize our brethren. Mobilize the masses to achieve our aim, which is Biafra and only Biafra. Let me hit on what the broadcast, our leader, Mazi Onyibe, did over this weekend. My favorite part of that whole, everything he was saying, the part that sticks out to me in my head, and I was jumping up and shouting, yes, is the part where Mazi said, Nnamdi Kanu, our great leader, said, if you want gutter, I will give you gutter. We will roll around in the gutter. If you want civilized conversation, we can also have that. These people, once, and he has the whole world, once somebody comes out and opens their mouth and says Niger Delta, you already know that's a marker to identify enemies of Biafra. There is no way anybody that wants Biafra, anybody that wants our independence will come out now and be talking about Niger Delta or Lower Niger. Or that's the code for our enemies, enemy of Biafra. Because anybody that wants Biafra will humble themselves right now and line up under the only one umbrella that has the mandate of the masses of the Biafran, which is IPOB. If you're in any other organization talking what, you're wasting your time and you're becoming more irrelevant as the day goes by. There is only one honorable thing to do. Fold your tent or use the language they use here in the US during the campaign. We are suspending our campaign. We are suspending our agenda for now. And we pledge our support to the one leader of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and IPOB. Simple as that. Mazi George Onyibe, the second part of what I wanted to talk about today is what is going on here in the United States. George Floyd killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a week ago, where a policeman put his knee on that man's neck for 9 minutes, a black man, for 9 minutes, and the man died. The man died right there. And clearly, the people of this country have mobilized to express their anger, to express their displeasure at the wanton killing of that one man. I know it's systemic. I know there have been many other deaths before that. But the one thing that sparked off this protest is the killing of that one man, that one black man, who is our brother. If we check his DNA, I'm sure he's our brother. So we stand with them. But who am I directing my message to? I'm directing my message to the Biafrans living here in the United States. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said, once the Biafrans living in the United States rise up and are mobilized, Biafra will come. Maybe what is happening in front of our eyes right now is a lesson to us Biafrans here in USA. It is time for you to rise up. Mazi Onyibe, if you see the crowd outside the White House now, if you see the crowd outside the White House, they've called in the army to come around the White House.
That is how the uprising will start in Nigeria. They don't understand. If because of just one man, America broke the record that she has not since the foundation of that country was laid, the day there will be uprising in Nigeria, even the world will not be able to stop a second. What will happen will happen. People don't understand. We always tell them kingdom rise and kingdom fall. For the first time, a Caucasian, Indian, everybody is coming out to protest for one black chimpanzee. It's amazing, my brother. And we are following up.
Yes.
This is how the world is supposed to be like. Yes. But we shall see how it ends. Thank you very much for your contribution, my brother.
Thank you, Mazi George Onyibe.
Biafrans must mobilize the right mindset. It is because these people in America mobilize the right mindset. That is why they could go out and meet all those Boko Haram police in America. You think only Fulani Boko Haram police, you get them in Nigeria? They are in America. They are everywhere. That is why we don't even know who is moral enough to look into the issue of Biafra. Because believe me, well, the point remains that we will go home in the end. No matter what they do, we will be going home. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
My uncle George Onyibe.
Brother, good
evening. This is Onyemuchechuku. No one knows the will of God. This is Onwajai Miscreant Onyemuchechuku. Mazi, you are awesomely welcome today in my life because you have been announcing this ministration like it cannot end again. It's an awesome one today that I'm on air with you. Mazi, in your first lecture, I was trying to give a comment about what you said because I wanted to ask you a question on the symbol of Igonku as in Omu, as in palm fruit. Palm, I don't know how to say it. The symbol of it. But at the time, I said, okay, let me leave it. Not until you came back on this section again. And you have reflected on that issue again. Now, when I look at this issue of mobilizing our mindset, I now get to ask myself two questions, depending on what I heard from Onyibe yesterday. Now, the question is this: getting myself rooted in the historical information about who we are. Now, I ask myself a question. I say, why would the European leave their land in search of a place called the Garden of Eden? Now, when I was growing up as a child, if I hold my little horse or maybe teddy bear that my dad or my mom bought for me, and the neighboring child came and picked it up, I will cry, I will fight the person until the person give it back to me. I want us to understand where I'm coming from. Now, if I am meant to be the owner, the landlord of Garden of Eden, because of my sin, I was pushed away out of that place. Now, why won't I realize that if somebody else who knew that I'm the rightful owner of this place have come in search to see why God has significantly given me this place, why won't I stood up in a rightful mindset and say no to the House of Fulanis? Why won't I stood up in a rightful mindset and say no to Ohaneze Ndigbo? Why won't I stay uprightly in this man's mindset and go for my freedom? These are the things that is bothering me. Now, I was scared in the heart of mind to ask another question. Say, Britain name was not written from the book of Genesis to Revelation. I've never seen the country called Britain in the scripture. Why would they bring Bible to me? That is another thing that is boiling me till tomorrow. I am getting so confused with this idiot. Our brothers who do not want to sit up. Mazi, I was just a few seconds telling our woman leader to call you tomorrow and tell you that I am no longer happy. Arochukwu, I should have been the first principal officer that should have been in Arochukwu, but because of one or two lousiness among all the principal officers down here, they deny me that opportunity, and most of us within our zone here. And I am pleading on you tonight, if it is tomorrow morning, tell me how to locate you and how to get down there. I want to be there, sir. I am no longer happy. Things are getting rough. I am sitting up here to let you know that my mindset is to make sure that I die perfectly for Biafra, and Biafra is here with me, sir. Thank you so much. I love you, and bye from here.
Thank you, my brother. The truth cannot be overemphasized. You contact your coordinator for that. And of course, there are principles that governs that area, because I personally have the name of the people who went there, because I was supposed to have it anyway. And so those principal officers, coordinators in Biafra land who has not been there, you will go there. You will go there. Some of them are Asare boys and they are Oga generals. Some of them are Iruanya boys and they are inside IPOB Ebonyi State Forum coordinating us. I just told you some of them are Yoruba coordinating us. They say, hey, it's a lie, it's a lie. Anyana Atwase. If you do not mobilize the right mindset, you'll be romancing with the enemy without knowing it. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi.
Good evening.
Me again. Oh, Biafra.
Almost say Biafra.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mazi George Onyibe. Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you. Thank you. I always enjoy your program whenever I switch to Radio Biafra. I always learn here, collect wisdom here. Know more about life, know more about myself, know more about where I come from. And whenever I'm here, I'm so happy. And when you finish, I will say, okay, I feel, with the wisdom. I so much appreciate God for making me, or for at least making me to know my roots. I always appreciate God for that. I will say the best thing that has ever happened to me is to be an IPOB member. Nobody will understand this. Nobody will believe this. Yes, the best thing I've ever done in my life is to fight to restore my country, Biafra. You see, these days, Mazi, these recent days now, I hardly say, oh, hey, Biafra, because everybody is coming to fight for Biafra restoration. I don't know who is who. But when you said IPOB, I'll say, this one of my person. These days now, Mazi, this is how I see it now. Because people will come out, people are shouting, fighting for IPOB, fighting for Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration, Biafra restoration. But when you hear them talk, you will say, no, don't be Biafra you they call. Don't be Biafra you say you they restore. But they are saying something else, Mazi. It's so confusing. These days that there are names I do hear from people that I have never heard before. Even in people in ICOD, that they have been fighting for the past how many years that I met on this struggle. There are names that they do call, even they don't even call those names there. So the thing is like, not that I'm confusing, no, I am not confusing. Chukwu Kabiyama knows that I'm not that. But I'm asking myself, which one are we? Which one are they doing? You understand? Because I make rise of
that people should go and take oath so that we will know who is who. They were bombarding me, talking here, telling me that I don't have the right to say that, I don't have the right. But my dear, that is the truth. That is the truth, because we are under one umbrella, IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Yes, and we are under oath. We need to take the oath, because the way things are going these days, I don't understand. See Asari Tokubo coming out to attack. No, he's not even attacking. Let me just say, because he's a pig. Sorry to say, because he can't even attack anybody. He can't even attack me, not to talk of Omadike for sure. But see the way he's coming out talking. The other one coming out talking. Everybody. I don't know Wazirike before. I don't know the name of Mazob before. But Mazob start coming out in somebody's platform. Mazob start existing. People are trying to say they want to bring people there, that there is people here. We shouldn't forget that there is Mazob. We shouldn't forget that people are still agitating for lower Niger data, lower Niger data, lower this one, lower that one. Mazi George Onyibe. I really do not understand. For now, I'm addressing myself as IPOB. I don't know of Biafra for now, because I want to know who is really fighting for Biafra restoration. Because the way things are going these days now, I don't understand. Who I know is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. Who I know, the umbrella that I am in is umbrella of IPOB. That is what I know for now. So, and again, if anybody said that what we are saying, it makes no sense for them to go and take oath, I'm sorry, I don't recognize people like that. So, Mazi, this is what I'm calling. We need to look over all these things. And those people need to go back to where they are. They need to go to, that is, we should put them to where they belong.
Thank you very much. There are truths. Yes. There are truths that cannot be overemphasized. There are certain issues that some people cannot hide from. We have passed those stages where evil men will hide and breed and bear fruit our means. Our people, of course, must be able to mobilize the right mindset and be ready for all of them. Believe me, from the very first day they came in among us, they came in prepared. For the very first time they knew about us, they came in prepared. But let the truth not be overemphasized. We want Biafra. IPOB, for one, I know does not go for anybody. They are on their own. And I want to encourage other people. Go on your own. Start on your own. Leave IPOB alone. Leave the leadership alone. Let us remain focused. Because this journey is bigger than one man. There are things we say we do not expect you to understand. But we want you to make use of your brain and understand what is obtainable. Of course, I am coming to the end of this segment because my time is up already. Biafrans across the globe, open your eyes, focus. Look at those things that ache us as a people. Eliminate its source completely. Be expectant. Be battle ready. Be ready to defend your land. Don't let anybody deceive you. One way or the other, the rain will fall. People have started paying the price already. Because you cannot see it does not mean it's not happening. It has already begun. You must stand by to make sure you save the next generation. Because these people will stop at nothing. They want our land, but they don't want us. Of course, as I'm signing off from here, I appreciate those who were able to call in. Apology to those that cannot pick their call. But in the end, we thank the Creator for giving us a day like this. Good night, and may Chukwu Kikabiama be with all of us.
Biafra's Got Talent exclusive.
Oh, la, 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 la. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazinamdi Kano, Ohamadike, Odogwana Barizuwan, na Biafra land. Mazucheme for the chicken, Ijikwa for Ojo Fogana, Ucheme for.
Biafrans got talent, take a leggy. It's Urukeme, everywhere put our own way. No, you're a man, so when I see your consistencies, I feel much relief, cause Biafrans really believed in you. And your commitment over our motherland, that is our only strength. Nkamere, IPOB Wanili,
When our director was in detention, he had to struggle for 2 years accounting. No matter the intimidation, he could run in again. We could be Jama for your jaw. Mobula got in Benny run the bagging Bopuru. He made a copy give the jaw, Makimi Hani na jaw, Ibu Moke de Jamba, as he checked before.
If on an American when I boy, as a cookie in it, can't no fall. I want my old telephone to talk about Pop in the Bola. A bargain yellow more be sick. If I had the phobia flyer, the Domako the wound, the canoe, on his
I thank God that we have you, cause you made us believe in you. You promised to take us to the promised land. Biafra land is my motherland. Nandi Kano, Ucheme for Iye Dikunu, Yabi Kakola. Mazinamdi Kano, Ucheme for.
From the award-winning producer, Shaking Head Crew Beats.